Hey everybody, it's Gail, and today I have a freehand project for you. I have this ankle-length skirt that I made using Knit Picks Dishie and an eye hook, and just a really easy pattern repeat that I sort of futzed about and found out with. So this actually started this pattern design that I came up with, which I will be showing you in the second half of the video how to do. It's a 3+2 repeat, so you want to have a multiple of 3 plus 2 stitches plus any chain stitches you're going to need. We'll get into that. And then in this case, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6 skeins of Dishie. I almost said the word bouquets for some reason. I don't know. And then what I did to tie it off is I made the drawstring out of all the remnants from the skeins that made up the skirt. So it all matches. And I made it flat originally, so it was a big rectangle, and then I used some other remnants that match the colors that I seam down to because I like having a lot of movement in my skirts. And then the other thing, and this is just a nice little trick, to help you get into a skirt like this with the drawstring, you can leave the top couple of rows open when you seam it, and that just makes it easier, at least in my case, to get my butt in and out. Yeah, it's super comfy. I've worn it a few times already, and I love it. It gets a lot of compliments, which is nice. And also, it's just nice to have an easy project that, you can just put together. It looks good, you look good in it, you feel good in it. And the secret to wearing a skirt like this is giant underwear. They go all the way up, and that makes sure that everything is covered and nobody has to explain to their kids what any of my bits are. So, big fan. Anything else before we cut over to the stitch practice part of this? I was able to match my earrings to the skirt today. I'm very proud of that. And yeah, I think that'll take it. So behind the camera, Gail, take it away. Hey everybody, I am here with my starting chain to show you this stitch pattern. And this starting chain, before you add any chains to do the extended single crochet, should be 3 plus 2. So you want a multiple of 3 plus 2 stitches. So this is 9 stitches for that multiple of 3, and then 10 and 11 for that extra 2 that you need. Now, because we do need to do an extended single crochet to start, I am going to chain 1, and then in the second chain, I'm going to complete that extended single crochet. So you're going to make a single crochet, just going to single crochet right through, and then to do an extended single crochet, this second bar right here, you're going to work your hook through it, and then you're just going to complete another single crochet. And if we were doing a taller stitch, we would just keep doing that little trick all the way up. All right, so now I'm going to do a regular double crochet in the next chain. So this counts as my first 2 double crochets. We're going to chain 1. Going to free my yarn from under a thing. There we go. We are going to skip a chain and then perform a double crochet and then perform another double crochet. You saw that I almost went for the chain stitch there. That is incorrect. All right, so this is our first pattern: 2 double crochets, a chain, 2 double crochets. So now we're going to make a chain, and we're going to skip a chain, and then we are going to complete double crochets in the next 2 chain stitches. Ooh, come on. There we go. Good job, buddy. All right. And now we are going to chain 1 more time. And in our last 2 chains, I think I have 2 chains. Did I miscount? Well, we're going to pretend like I have 2 chains. I think I miscounted. I did miscount. Oh well. I promise 3 plus 2 is the answer. I've been using this stitch pattern a lot. All right, so we're going to chain 1, turn, and then in the top of the first double crochet, you are going to do an extended single crochet again. So that is the single crochet. We're going to go in this vertical spot here and pull it up again. And then we are going to work a double crochet. We're going to chain, and I'm going to finish this first stitch pattern off as a regular stitch pattern. And then we are going to increase in the first 2 double crochet of the next stitch pattern. And the way we're going to increase, we're going to work 2 double crochets in this first stitch of the pattern. So 2 double crochets, going to chain 1, and then we're going to work 2 double crochets in the second stitch of the pattern. And then we are going to chain 1, and we are going to finish off the pattern. And when you come to the end of the row with the extended single crochet, it can look a little weird. But you put it right in the top there, you pull it up, nice and clean. So now we have 2 rows of the stitch pattern with the increase worked in place. So we're gonna chain 1, I'm gonna do that extended single double crochet, extended single, that's confusing, extended single crochet to get that first stitch going again. And we're gonna double crochet. And then when we get to our increased stitch, we're just going to work it. We're just going to work it the same as we would on top of a regular stitch. So just a double crochet in each double crochet, chain 1, skip that chain, double crochet, double crochet, and then work even to the end. And then we are going to have that extra stitch in there now for the needed increase. Now, of course, the number of increases you need to do per row is going to depend on how many inches you need to increase over a particular time. So, for example, my waist and my hips, there's a 10-inch difference. And I have from my waist to the widest part of my butt is 8 inches. And so I need to work 10 inches across through 8 inches down. And so you've got to kind of do that kind of math depending on what your gauge is and what kind of yarn you're using. But here is a finished increase. And as you can see, it just drops right back into pattern. So it's going to work across same as before, just a little wider. And I love this. I love this stitch pattern. I'm using it on like 3 different projects right now because I went a little wild with it. The other thing I want to mention is the reason I use the extended single crochet on the ends is because when it comes time to seam anything, it's going to seam together really nicely because you have good sturdy stitches to seam into. And I don't do as well with loops. So extended single crochet for seams, regular, loop starts for other stuff depending on what I'm working on. So that is the stitch pattern for the Dishie skirt. It's really nice to get to show you a stitch pattern again. I've been trying to work up to putting stuff back on the channel that I like doing in the first place. And so yeah, I think that's it for this video. So as always, if you enjoy what I do here, please like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment about what you're working on or anything you have questions about. And I update about every 10 days, so I will see you in 10 days.